Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. My name is Peter Loshak. Today is Monday, September 4th. It's Labor Day. Week 1 of college football is in the books. We got week 2 coming up. The NFL preseason in the books. We got week 1 of NFL coming up, so it's here. Football season is here, and we're going to start a new series of videos that I'm told they're expecting to be pretty popular, which is going to cover upcoming games that our professional guest handicappers are too scared to bet on. Games that they are looking to avoid for one reason or another. It's interesting. I feel that way about every single game on the card, but I guess our professional guest handicappers are going to tell us about games that they're avoiding for whatever reasons and that maybe you might want to throw out as well. Joe Duffy and Troy West. Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com and Troy West from from TroyWins.com are going to be our two guests for this season. Thanks, guys, so much for joining us and doing this video with us.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Troy, you there?
Yes, I'm here. Looking forward to it, Pete. It's going to be a very fun show throughout the course of the year.
Okay, well, we'll see what you guys have to say. We'll start with Joe Duffy because, of course, Joe Duffy is an OG, seniority. He gets respect, so he gets to go first over the young gun, Troy West from TroyWins.com. Joe Duffy, it's week 2 of college football, week 1 of NFL. What game would you like to what game concerns you that you're not going to bet on this week?
Yeah, I guess age before beauty. I got the age, but Troy definitely has the beauty.
Yes.
The game that I definitely, look, the only thing I fear is fear itself. I don't necessarily fear games, but something that I definitely think that the public should fear. They like betting teams as big favorites off of a loss. And I would say avoid the San Jose State versus Texas game. I see that already sharp money's taking it from 23.5 up to 28.5 at SBRodds.com. Look, Texas is in a look-ahead game to USC. Tom Herman, I said last year the guy's incredibly overrated. The guy's only 4-4 straight up in his last 8 games as a head coach. And this was after he was supposed to be the fly in the ointment. He had a chance to make the playoffs, and his teams collapsed. Not a fan of him at all. Now, Montel Aaron has established himself, it looks like, the #1 quarterback for San Jose State, but they still look like they're probably going to go with 2 quarterbacks, which gives them a little bit of element of surprise. So I like that combination. Look, if you're that big of an underdog, you're probably not going to have a clear-cut quarterback. There's a reason that a team is an underdog, but they do have the element of surprise. I also think it's a decent sandwich game for San Jose State. Well, sandwich game, the fade, that is. Texas, of course, is in a little bit off of that heartbreaking loss, which, by the way, I did have Maryland part of a 19-5 football run. But San Jose State, I do think it could sneak under the radar. So for the public out there that's going to tend to bet on Texas, this is probably one game you're going to want to avoid, and I'm a little bit surprised that the odds have moved in Texas's direction at SBRodds.com.
Well, that doesn't surprise me just because obviously Texas is off of a loss and San Jose State is very, very blowoutable. It did open at 26.5 at Pinnacle and 23.5 at BetOnline. At 23.5, I think I would take that. Now it's up to 28 or 28.5. So you're saying that you think San Jose State is maybe worth a bet at plus 28.5, or is it just a game you're going to stay off of?
Well, it's definitely, like I said, there's no games that totally scare me, but I do think the public should be scared off of this game. The line is going way too high. And as you said, Peter, the public tends to bet superior teams off of a loss, thinking that they're going to take out their frustrations on their opponent. But no, I don't think this is a very good spot for the chalk. So especially for the public that tends to bet chalks. And look, as I've told you many times throughout the year, college football is the one and only sport that I'll consistently bet big favorites. But this game, this big favorite scares me.
All right, interesting. Joe Duffy. Now let's go to Troy West from TroyWins.com. What game are you too afraid to bet this week?
Pete, I really looked at the NFL this week. A lot of people getting very excited. It's NFL week 1. This is, some people wait. This is Christmas for a lot of people. But if you look at these lines from week 1, Pete, my God, there's so many games that are -3, -4, or even less. So you're damn near a pick'em game on over half the board, which to me really has got myself scratching my head. I don't see a lot of value in any of these games. But the one that really stuck out to me was actually the Sunday Night Football game, which I know people are going to love, is the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. But to me, Pete, it's a complete stay-away game. You've got Odell Beckham, likely going to play, but at what level? You've got Ezekiel Elliott, which it looks like all signs are to him that he's going to play, but at what level? The guy only took a few carries in the week 3 preseason game, so where is he going to be at in that game? Eli Manning, a year older, you really don't know what you're going to get from him at this point. A lot of implications that Dak Prescott could have a sophomore slump. So many variables in that game, Pete. Right now, I think you got Dallas -3.5 or -4, which looks like it's came down a little bit. But to me, I think people are going to be all over the Giants. You're going to have people all over Dallas because Dallas is a very public team. But to me, it's a huge pass. There's so many variables in that game. And like I said, Pete, the whole NFL one card is kind of all over the place. A lot of games that really get you scratching your head. There's a few other ones I looked at as well. But for me, this Sunday Night Football that I know people are going to want to bet is a big pass.
All right, interesting. And just one question. I know you follow Dallas very closely, and I've read a lot of analysis that on Dallas that whether Ezekiel Elliott is suspended or not, or whether he's out or not, doesn't really matter because of how great Dak Prescott is likely to be. But you're thinking that he might actually hit a sophomore slump this year.
I don't think he will personally, but I know a lot of the people around and a lot of the bettors do think he will. I think he looked outstanding in the preseason. I try not to put too much emphasis on that, but a lot of people do think he will. I say let it play out a little bit. Let's see him for a game or two. The Giants have a great defense. It'll be a good tell to see where Prescott's at. And that's, for me, that's why it's a pass. Personally, I think he's going to have a great year, but I do know a lot of the public and a lot of the bettors out there think he could have a slump.
Okay, Troy West, thanks for your insights. Let's wrap this up and dig into the Week 1 NFL, Week 2 college football lines. Troy West's website, once again, is troywins.com. And if you want to know more about Joe Duffy, Joe Duffy's website, offshoreinsiders.com. Highly recommend you visit both of those sites. Thanks so much, guys. Talk to you again next week.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.